What's going on, people of YouTube and Nerfers worldwide? It's your boy 100 G's from Charleston Nerf Life Club, and here's a beauty that I have to reveal to you all today. This is my version of the Boba Fett blaster. Although I know it's not cinema quality, but I've taken the different pieces of Nerf guns and put them together in a fashion to resemble the Boba Fett gun blaster. Excuse me. So what I have here in the back is a long strike stock that I have infused with an Alpha Hawk base, a Busby Rangemaster scope, and a Retaliator barrel. That's all been JB welded and solvent welded and hot glued together to make it a functional piece in all one blaster. I cut the back off the original Alpha Hawk, and I had that on something else, so that's how I was able to get this fit. I actually cut into the grip right here so that I can insert the stock into it, and then I JB welded and sanded all around that so that I could have a nice firm fit. And this scope, getting it to fit, was pretty challenging. One, because the original tack rail stops at about right here, so I end up taking a little piece from a modulus, the little iron handle looking thing they have on the top for carrying it. I cut that off and sanded it down to where it would fit this, and then I go ahead and JB welded that on there also. So here we're to the front, where we have the Retaliator barrel and the Alpha Hawk right here, and I have these JB welded and really sanded. I started out with like 100 grit, ended up like with a 200 grit wet sand to make this super smooth and almost seamless. Well, I think so anyway, so that this all will fit. So switch it around and go turn it on to the other side. So they're pretty much the same things here. I like that there are some parts that didn't actually get, that I didn't sand all the way as close as I could have, because it kind of looks like, some type of hasty welds that might have been done on this if this was like a real blaster. Like if you could look really closely here, it looks as though it's just been like a plate that was welded onto the back of it. And then I dry brushed those little edges to make it seem like it was metal working its way out of the black. So yeah, so that's all what I did cosmetically. But not only does it look cosmetically gorgeous, it also is fully functional. And I'll cut to a video of me, loading it up and firing it. As you can see, the Alpha Hawk is still fully functional. I have the cylinder greased pretty generously so that it can still, slide in back and forth with all the paint and things that are on it. So unfortunately, the Alpha Hawk is stock. I didn't think of upgrading the spring or anything, because this really is what I was looking for this to be a conversation piece. So I didn't modify it, because it's pretty much like looking like real steel, and nobody should really play with this outside. Anyway, so I didn't modify it to shoot harder. And at the way that the blaster is built right now, it cannot be taken apart, just because I have so many, welds and things here. But I'll go ahead and load it up, and you can see it firing. Alright, now it is loaded up. I'll go ahead and cock it. So as you can see, it still has perfect functionality even with all its bells and whistles. But I will say it just feels very comfortable inside the shoulder. And if you could see inside, these Busby scopes are like super cool because they really look like the real steel ones. I mean, with the crosshair and everything like that. So it just feels really good in the hand. And hopefully someone would like to give this blaster a new home, because as I do love it, it does take up a whole lot of space. 100 G is out.